Hey y'all, this is a project that could have turned into a bunch of unfortunate events. However, turned out pretty good in the end. I purchased this clearance orchid from Kroger and decided I was going to make my own pot for it. I started off with this X-Acto knife and thought I could draw a straight line and cut a straight line. However, it didn't go that way. But I continued on. It was time to remove this moss from the orchid that it's been in for a while, and it came out pretty easily. I was more concerned that I had lost some roots, but I did not. I then needed to remove any roots that were rotting or damaged. There wasn't too many, just a few on the inside. So I got my pruners and started nipping away at anything I thought was not going to be healthy for the plant. Gave it a good little rinse, and I thought that would be good. I looked at the roots to make sure I got everything, and the rest of them looked just fine to me. Now, I've used Miracle-Gro's orchid potting mix quite a bit in the past, but when I pulled this one out, I noticed that it was very finely chopped and not enough. There was just not enough chunkiness in the bark. It was very gritty, but I decided I'm going to use it anyways and just shake it through my fingers and get out as much chunky bark as I can. Now this is where the fun starts. I put my potting mix in and realized I did not put the bottom on. So I go ahead and reattach the bottom part of the top of the container, I guess, and put the pieces that I essentially dropped on the floor into the new pot. Now I'm using my hands, remember, as a sifter, trying to sift out all of the small pieces so I can get the chunkiest part of the bark and letting the smaller pieces just fall back into the bag. After about the third dump of bark in, I realized I wanted to put holes around it like they have on the regular orchid pots that you would actually get from the store. So let's start over. So here I am attempting to put holes in this DIY pot, and that wasn't working. So yeah, let's try this X-Acto knife. Yeah, let's switch back to this because it worked the first time. Meanwhile, my soldering iron is literally 2 feet in front of me. So I just got it out and put holes all the way around. I guess I just didn't want to wait the whole 90 seconds for it to warm up. So I continued to make holes all the way around and up and down my DIY orchid pot. and I think it turned out pretty good. I put holes all the way around it, all up and down it, and I even poked more holes in the bottom and the top, or whichever's which. I then went back and started filling the DIY pot up with the orchid bark. Put the plant in there just to measure out how deep I needed it in and how much to fill it up before I put it back in. After many attempts of filling it and making sure it's securely in there, making sure it's sitting up good, I just kind of left it hanging the way it wants to. Here is where the old stock is, and as you can see, there's a new one above it coming in. It has some little knobby blooms coming on it, and that's that. She's looking good, looking good. Here she is about a week later. Those buds have really sized up pretty well. Here she is about another week and a half later. She actually opened up for us.